sorry we can't practice together. I wanted to give you a little something so that you can do some yoga at home and get a little movement and not go crazy. So here's a little something for you. Feel free to put on your favorite music in the background or not. If you have blocks, you know that I love blocks. If you have a blanket or a towel or anything, and then if you don't worry about it. You can modify it however works for you. So we'll start down on the back. I'm just taking some time with the knees bent and the feet on the floor. Settling in here, giving yourself a pause for a moment in your day. Letting the eyes close or just taking the gaze up towards the ceiling. Inviting a deep breath in and sighing it out. And taking another deep breath in and letting it go. And giving yourself a bit of time over the next few breaths to settle in here, settling into your practice. Letting the events of your day so far swirl in the body and come to stop. Putting a pause on any mental to-do lists, any plans. Letting go of whatever was happening prior to you getting on your mat. And giving yourself this little respite, this little pause just for you. Bringing in some balance again. Starting to tune in and noticing what's showing up in your physical body. If there are any places that need a little extra love and care today. Noticing any places that feel tight or tense. Paying attention also to the places that feel strong and that feel open. Follow your natural breath as it moves in and out. Where do you feel the body, the breath in the body? Noticing where the mind and thoughts are, and if there's lots of activity in the mind or if it's moving at a slower pace. There's no need to change anything in the mind, just getting curious about what's showing up, and then just moving on. And how's your energy at this point in your day with whatever's going on? So just scanning through these layers. Who's showing up on your mat right now? Can you make space for whoever it is that's showing up in all the different layers, whatever's bubbling to the surface, welcoming it in. Beginning to deepen the breath. Each inhale growing a little fuller than the one before. Each exhale a little softer, smoother, deeper. And sometimes when things start to get a little too hectic or crazy, all we need is just time to lie down on the floor, close the eyes, and take a couple of deep breaths. If that's all you have time for, it's a good start. And give yourself 3 more deep breaths here. If you like at this point to extend the legs long, you can do that. And breathing from the feet all the way up to the top of your head. And exhaling from the top of the head all the way down and out through the bottoms of the feet. Take 2 more. Let each breath get a little slower than the one before. And 1 more big breath in. And letting it go. Then bringing one hand to your heart center, one hand to your belly. Sending thanks, sending gratitude for whatever got you on your mat today. And seeing if there's any further intention, dedication, or focus for your practice, your day, the rest of the week ahead. keeping an open mind and an open heart for things to shift and change down the line. Then start to stretch the arms overhead. Reach from your fingers all the way down to your toes, one long body stretch. Giving the fingers and toes a little wiggle. As you inhale, reach through the arms a little bit more, reach out through the feet a little bit more. How long can you get here? Breathing in, stretch from fingers to toes. Exhale, curl in, hugging your legs in towards you, giving them a little squeeze as you rock side to side. Massage out the low back. Let the shoulders be nice and heavy, head on the floor. Massaging out the back and keeping the knees together, circling them in one direction. Feeling how that changes where the pressure is at the back into the floor. If you feel any spots that feel a little extra tender, you can hang out there, massage it out a little longer. And then change the direction, taking it the opposite way. With a hand on each knee, circle the knees away from each other, getting more into the hips. Going one way and then the other. And then pausing in center, keep the right leg hugged in, extend your left leg long along the floor, reaching out through the foot. And begin to circle through your right ankle. Take it one way and then the other. Just moving through the ankle and the little bones and muscles in the foot. Point and flex. Circle the knee around. And your choice if you keep the hands on the knee for a little smaller circles, gentler circles. If you want some more range of motion, you can let the knee roam free. Going one way and then the other. And then pause in center. Interlacing the hands behind the knee, reach the foot up high to the sky. You can keep a bend to that knee. Flex the foot, spread the toes nice and wide. And as you exhale, draw the leg in towards you. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale, draw it in. And reach it long. And draw it in. One more time, reach long. And draw it in. Right hand stays with the knee. Left arm comes out to the side. Open the knee up toward the right. Letting it flop towards the floor, the right armpit. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Come back through center. Change the hold. Left hand comes to the knee, right hand out to the side. And cross the leg to the left, gently twisting. Relax the shoulder. Let the knee fall, shoulder fall towards the floor, taking a deep breath in and letting it go. As you inhale, come back through center, hug the knee towards you. Extend the leg long, reach the arms overhead, hook the thumbs and stretch from fingers down to toes, giving them a little wiggle. And then take the arms out and down. Reaching your right leg long, hug your left leg in. And begin by circling through the ankle, moving through the foot. Going one way and then the other. And point and flex through the toes. Begin to circle through the knee. Hands can stay on the knee, or again, you can let the knee roam free, whatever feels better. Going one way and then the other. And then pause in center, interlacing the hands behind your knee. Reach the foot up high to the sky, flex through the toes. And on your exhale, bend the knee in towards you. Inhale, extend the leg long and draw it in. And extend long and draw it in. One more time, reach long and draw it in. Left hand with the knee, right hand out to the side, and open the knee up towards the left, letting it just flop here. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And then come back through center. Change the hold, right hand on the knee, left hand out to the side, and cross the leg over, gently twisting. Soften the left shoulder down. Let the knee fall towards the floor, taking a deep breath in again, and letting it go. And then come back through center, hug the knee in. Extend both legs long, sweep the arms overhead, reach from fingers to toes, give them a little wiggle. Bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor, walking them out to the edges of your mat. Let the knees gently sway side to side. Arms can land wherever they feel most comfortable. Just getting a little bit movement through the hips. Pause with the legs over to one side, letting the knees get a little heavier towards the floor. Getting a little stretch to that top hip. And then come back through center and over to the other side. Knees nice and heavy, opening up through the left hip. And then come back through center. Walk your feet a little closer together, arms down by the sides of the body, palms facing down. Pressing down through the feet, lift the hips just like 50%. And then lower back down. Inhale, hips up. And lower down. Inhale, lift hips up. Keep them lifted as you sway them side to side. And then pause and center. Lift the hips a little higher and lower down. Hug the knees towards you, giving them a squeeze as you rock side to side. And keeping the knees hugged in, arms come out wide in a T for a terrific day. Turn your palms to face down. Let the knees fall over to the left. Inhale, back up. Exhale to the other side. And up. And to the left. And up. And to the right. Just taking it side to side, following your breath. Using the hands pressing into the floor to help you twist side to side here. Getting a little work through the abdominal muscles as well. One more time to the right. And then over to the left. And let the whole body come to the left. Pause there. Press into the hands. Help yourself on up. Rolling up to a comfortable seat. And as you find your seat, take any support of props that you'd like here. If you want to sit up on a blanket, use your blocks. You can sit cross-legged, you can sit back on your heels, whatever feels good. And as you inhale, begin to arc open. Exhale, curling. And arc open. And curl back in. Arc open. And curling. One more time, arcing open. And curling. Come back to a neutral spine. And then begin to circle through the torso. And take it all the way around. And then change the direction, take it the other way. Come back to a nice long spine. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. And then bring palms, forearms, elbows to touch. Circle the elbows out wide. Get into some crickles and crackles in the shoulders. And then inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, take them out in front of you. Hips pull back. Crawl your fingers forward. Seeing how long you can get from hips to fingertips. Taking a deep breath in. And sigh it out. Walk your hands back towards you, rolling up. If you're sitting cross-legged, change the cross of the legs. Inhale, arms up. And take it over to the right, walking the right fingertips out, stretch through the left arm. Inhale, come up. And over to the left. And up. And over to the right. Circle through the top wrist. Relax the neck and shoulders. Taking it one way and then the other. And then reach a little further. Inhale, coming up. And over to the other side. Relax the neck and shoulders. Circle through the wrist. Going one way and then the other. And then reach a little further. Inhale, coming up. And over to the right again. And as you breathe in, pull the arm back, twist open. As you exhale, twist and close to the floor. And open up. And twist and close. And open up. And close. Walk your hands forward, pull back through the hips. Pause here. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. Walk your hands over to the other side. Left hand staying down, right arm sweeps open, pulls back as you twist open. Exhale, twist and close. Inhale, open up. And close. And open up. And close. Reach the arm over ear again, stretch through the fingers. And then come all the way up, stretch up tall, interlace the fingers, invert the palms, reach them up, relax the neck and shoulders. Come over to the right, come over to the left. Come back through center, exhale, curl in, press out through the hands as you curl in, belly button towards spine, chin towards chest. And then unwind, shake out the hands. Change the cross, so hopefully you remember. If not, always a good idea to go for the awkward way. Most likely that's not how you did it the first time. Invert the palms again. Stretch the hands up tall. And this time twist to the right. Come back through center. Twist to the left. Back through center. Curl back, drawing the belly button towards spine, chin towards chest as you press out through the hands. And then back to neutral. Give the hands a little shake out. Arms a little shake out. Take the legs out in front of you. Give them a little wiggle and a shake, especially if they feel a little tight or tense. Point and flex through the toes. Circle through ankles. One way and the other. And then bend the knees, bring the feet wide apart, and let the knees sway side to side. Pause with the knees to the right. Left arm comes out in front of you and sweeps back. Inhale through center and over to the other side. And center and to the right. Center and to the left. Take one more time to each side like that. And come back through center. Walk your feet a little closer. Hands come to the shins. Inhale, arc open. Exhale, curl in. And arc open. And curl in. One more time, arc open. And curl in. Come back to a neutral spine. Sweep your feet over to one side and come on up to a tabletop. So at this point, if you want to take your blanket or a towel or whatever you have, or just fold up your mat so you have a little extra cushion for your knees if your knees feel sensitive. If they don't worry about it. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Roll the shoulders away from ears. Get long through the back of the neck. And begin to take some circles through the hips, starting with smaller circles. Letting those circles grow a bit bigger, spiraling outward. Keeping the circles nice and big as you change the direction. Take it the other way, all the way around. And begin to spiral back in. Circles getting smaller. Coming back to a neutral tabletop position. Extend your right leg back, rolling the toes under on the floor, and press back through the heel, stretch out the calf. And staying here for a few breaths, just opening up through the back of the leg, pressing the hands away from you if you want a little more stretch. And then gently release. And doing the same on the other side, left toes curl under, press back through the heel, stretch out the calf. And release. Sweep the feet to the right, look over your shoulder at your feet in a C curve. Come back to center and over to the other side. And center, and to the right, and center, and to the left. Come back to center. Inhale, left arm reaches high. As you exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, right arm high. And bring it back down. Inhale, left arm high. And this time, thread it underneath the right, bringing shoulder and head towards the floor. As you inhale, unwind, reach tall. Exhale, thread under. And unwind, reach tall. And thread under. And hanging out here, let the shoulder and head rest on the floor. If they don't quite rest down, you can take a blanket if you're a little bit higher and place the blanket underneath you. Right hand can stay as this little kickstand for more support, or start to walk your hand out, reaching from your right fingers all the way back to your right hip. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And then walk the hand back in. And again, if the shoulders are sensitive or you're just feeling tighter, keep the hand on the floor. If you want to go a little further, right arm reaches high. From here, you can bend the elbow, wrap the hand behind the back. And then pull back through the elbow, twisting open. Feels good. On your next inhale, reach the arm high. Bring the hand down and press back up. Pause and just notice the two sides. Inhale, right arm reaches high. Exhale, thread it under left. And reach up high. And thread it under left. reach up high and thread it under left. Settling in here, let the shoulder, the head rest. Left hand stays if the shoulder is a little tighter or more sensitive. Otherwise, you can walk the hand out, stretch from fingers all the way back to your hip. Taking a deep breath in and let it go. Then walk the hand back towards you and either staying here with the hand on the floor, or you can extend the arm high again, either staying here or bend the elbow, wrapping the hand behind the back. Pull back through the elbow, twisting open. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Inhale, arm reaches high. Exhale the hand down, press back up to your tabletop. Pause and just notice. And then breathing in, arc open. Exhale, curl. And arc open. And curl. Come back to a neutral spine. Walk your hands out in front of you, shifting forward, lower down onto your belly. Pointing the toes back, stretch out through toes. Reach the arms out in front of you, stretch from fingers down to toes. Taking a deep breath in and let it go. I'm just going to move back on my mat a little bit. And stretch from fingers to toes. Reach out through one hand and then the other. Reach out through one foot and then the other. And then walk your hands back towards you a bit. Take them nice and wide, floating elbows high. Pressing down to the fingers, lift the head, shoulders hard. And lower down. Walk the fingers back. Inhale, coming up. And lower down. One more time, moving fingers back. Inhale, come up. Relax the shoulders, draw your heart forward. Turn to look one way, seeing what's going on there. And turn to look the other. Come back through center and lower down. Make a pillow with the hands to rest the forehead. Relax the shoulders. Keeping the legs straight. Sway the heels side to side. Then bend the knees, feet come in the air. Sway the feet side to side. Gently release the legs down. Extend out through your toes. Bring the hands by the sides of the chest, elbows bent. Hug the elbows in. Roll the shoulders back. Keeping the feet down on the floor, legs nice and strong. Inhale, lift head, shoulders, heart. Float the hands, using more muscles at the back. And lower down. Inhale, coming up again like that baby cobra. Hover the hands. And lower down. One more time, coming up, hover the hands. Slither it side to side. Slither, slither. And then pause in the center. As you breathe in, maybe come a little higher. And lower down, again making a pillow with the hands to rest the head, or just resting your cheek on the floor. Sway the heels side to side with the legs straight. And then bend the knees, feet come in the air, sway them side to side. Release the legs down. Bring the hands to land by the sides of the chest. Press yourself on up to a tabletop. Knees come wider apart, big toes touch. Reach the hips back for heels, child's pose. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Stretch out through your fingers and walk them over to the right, opening up more through your left ribs. Come back through center and over to the other side. And back to center. Spread the fingers wide. Inhale, come on up. Bring the knees right underneath hips again. Taking any support for knees you might like. Stretch out through your left leg. Extend your right arm out in front of you. Reach from fingers to toes. Exhale, coil in. Inhale, reach long. And draw it in. And reach long. And draw it in. One more time, reach long. Keep the leg lifted, hand comes down. Bend the knee, foot comes higher. Then imagine you're bouncing a ball on your toe, lifting the foot up and down. Feeling the muscles in the back body working here. Extend the leg long again. Sweep the toes all the way over to the opposite side. Touching down, look over your shoulder at your toes. And then come back through center. Unwind and sway the hips side to side. And then taking the second side, extend the leg back, reach out through fingertips, stretching from fingers to toes, one long line. As you exhale, coil in, elbow comes towards knee. Inhale, reach long, and draw it in. And reach long, and draw it in. Inhale, extend. Keep the leg extended as the hand touches down again. Bend the knee, foot comes higher, and bounce that ball on your toe. Saying hello to those muscles in the back. And the back of the leg and the glutes. Extend the leg long again. Sweep the toes over to the opposite side, looking over your shoulder at your toes. And then gently unwind. Bring the knee down. Sway the hips side to side. Curl the toes under. Reach the hips back for heels. Pressing the hands away from you to get more of a stretch into the bottoms of the feet. If you want less of a stretch, you can walk your hands out and not pull the hips back as far. So depending on how your feet are feeling today, you might want more, you might want less. And take a deep breath in and let it go. Walk your hands back towards your knees. Lift the knees off the ground. Heels come down, hips lift high. Keep moving the hands back until you're standing in a standing forward fold. Knees bent as much as needed. Relax the shoulders, let the head be nice and heavy. Shaking the head, yes, yes, yes. And no, no, no. As you inhale, come halfway up, sliding the hands up the legs. Exhale, fold. And come halfway up again. And fold. Bend the knees, roll all the way up. Take your time to get there. When you reach the top, bring one hand to heart center, one hand to belly, letting the eyes close. And noticing what you feel having found your feet again. Feet rooting down, crown of the head reaching up nice and tall. Release the arms down, blinking the eyes open. Inhale, arms reach up. Take hold of right wrist, pull over to the left. Inhale up. Take hold of left wrist, pull over to the right. And up. Arms come out and down, bend the knees, bring the hands to the low back. Straighten the legs, press the hips forward, heart lifts up, open through the front body. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold, hands slide down the legs. Coming halfway up with a flat back. And fold again. Bend the knees, roll all the way up. Take your time to get there. And when you reach the top, again, sweeping the arms out and up. Take hold of right wrist. Pull over to the left. And up. Take hold of the other side. Pull over. And up. Arms come out and down. Bend the knees. Bring the hands to the low back. Straighten the legs. Press the hips forward. Heart lifts up. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. And this time, bend the knees, walk your hands forward. Come all the way to the top of your mat. Float into a plank pose. And then lower the knees, hips, belly, chest down. Arms down by the sides of the body, this time palms facing down. Inhale, lift head, shoulders, heart. Stretch back through fingers, lifting the hands off the floor, reach back and lower down. Keeping the torso low, lift the legs up, stretch back through your toes, spread the toes, and lower down. Inhale, torso up, arms up, stretch back, and release. Inhale, legs up. And release. Bring the hands to land by the sides of the chest. Press yourself back on up to a tabletop. Walk your hands towards your knees. Curl the toes under. Lift the hips high. Heels come down. Fold over the legs again. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Roll all the way up. When you reach the top, arms sweep out and up, palms touch. Exhale, palms to the heart. Bring the hands to the hips. Step your right foot forward. Balance on the ball of the back foot. Feet are hip distance or a little wider if you need a little more stability for your day. Hands on the hips. Bend the front knee. Press out through the back heel, opening through the back knee. Inhale, arms stretch high. Exhale, tip forward, arms sweep back. And reach them high. And sweep back. And reach high. And sweep back. Inhale, arms up. And then take them out and making a big circle, picking up all of the sunshine, because we still need some sunshine, don't we? And twist it to the right. Inhale, back to center, and twist again, and back to center, and twist. Pause there, extend the arms out, sunshine out through your fingertips, turning the head to look back. Take a deep breath. Exhale, the right arm sweeps down, both arms reach up. Exhale, hands down, framing the front foot. Bend the back knee, hop the back foot to meet the front. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, roll all the way up, taking your time. When you reach the top, sweep the arms out and up, palms touch. Exhale, palm to the heart. Bring the hands back to the hips. Step your right foot back, balancing on the ball of the foot. Feet are hip distance or a little wider. Bend the front knee. Stretch out through the back heel, nice and tall through the spine. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, tip forward, arms sweep back. Inhale, arms high. And sweep back. Inhale, arms up. And sweep back. Inhale, come up. Take the arms out and make a big circle, picking up all that sunshine again. Twist it to the left. And back to center. And again, twist left. And center. And twist left. Staying there. Extend out through fingers. Stretching out through the fingertips. Sunshine radiating out of your fingernails. Taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, left arm comes down by the side. Both arms reach high. This time straighten the front leg. Pivot the heel down. Turn to face the wide side of your mat. Arms come out and down. Bring hands to the low back. Press your hips forward. Heart lifts up, gazing up, open through the belly. Hug the shoulder blades towards each other. Hug elbows towards each other. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, fold. Hands slide down the legs and then to the floor or your blocks. Knees bend as much as they need to. Allow the head to hang. And shake the head, yes and no. Begin to shift side to side. Bend into one knee and then the other. Going as low in your side movements as you like. If the knees don't like this, you can try it higher, shifting the hands thigh to thigh, and see if that feels better. So either, or you can do a combination. And then pause and center. Shift the weight back to your heels, get lighter in your toes. Hips pull back, walk your fingers out in front of you. Head resting in that space between the arms, back of the neck nice and long. Take a deep breath in, filling the back ribs and lungs. And then sigh it out. And another time like that, big breath in. And let it go. Walk your hands back towards you. Take them for a walk over to the left, stretching through your right side. And then come back through center, over to the other side. Keep going that way, pivot the feet. Gently lower the back knee down, taking any support you want for it. Sink the hips a little lower. Hand comes to the front knee, the left knee, pressing into the knee, peel yourself away. Relax the shoulders. If it's not your left leg, whichever leg you have in front here. Mirroring gets tricky when it's a video. Shoulders release down, turn to look one way. And turn to look the other. Come back through center. Bring the hands down. Curl the toes under. Lift the knee off the ground. Walk the hands back to the wide side of your mat, pivoting the feet. Then all the way over to the other side. Gently lower the knee down, sinking the hips. Peeling yourself up, hands stacked on the front knee, relax the shoulders down. And turn to look one way. Turn to look the other. Come back through center, release down. Curl the back toes under, lift the knee off the ground. Walk your hands back to the wide side of your mat, pivoting the feet. Bending the knees, roll on up. Take your time to get there. With the hands on the hips, roll through the shoulders. Sweep the arms out wide. And I guess if I'm mirroring you here, this is your right side. Turn your left toes slightly in, right toes out. Bending the front knee, finding your warrior two. Relax the shoulders, knees stacking over the ankle. If you feel really heavy in that front leg, pull back through your back fingers a little bit more. Taking a deep breath in and letting it go. Inhale, legs straighten, arms reach tall. Exhale, bend again, gazing out over the front fingertips. Inhale, reach tall. And bend. And reach tall. And bend. Turn the front palm to face up, taking it up and back as the left hand comes down the left leg. Open up through your right ribs. Keep the torso in that position as you straighten the front leg again. Inhale, come up. Turn your feet forward. Hands come back to the hips. Roll through shoulders. Extend the arms wide again. Turn your right toes in, left toes out. Bend the front knee. Relax the shoulders down. Staying here, and again, if you notice that you're really heavy in the front leg, pull back through the back hand, gazing out over your left fingertips. As you inhale, legs straighten, arms reach tall. Exhale, bend, gaze out over front fingertips. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, bend. And reach tall. And bend. Turn the left palm to face up, taking it up and back as the right hand slides down the back leg, opening up through your left side. Soften the shoulders. Keep the torso as it is. Straighten the front leg. Keep reaching back. Then as you inhale, come up. Turn your feet forward. Bring the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers. Roll the shoulders back. Little bend to the knees. Hips pull back. Fold forward. Arms come up overhead. Shake the head. Yes and no. Bring the arms a bit side to side, getting into one shoulder some more, and then the other. And then release the arms down. Shift it side to side, bend into one knee, and then the other. Pause in center. Take the hands over to the left. Stretch to the right side. Come back through center. Over to the right. Stretch to the left. Keep turning around that way till you're facing the front of your mat. Bend the back knee. Hop the back foot to meet the front. And then lower yourself down. Come all the way back onto your back. And pause here, feet on the floor and knees bent. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Relax the shoulders. Tuning in, noticing what's showing up at this point. Letting everything swirl and settle in the body. Allow the experience to be exactly as it is. No need to change anything. Feel the breath moving beneath the hands. And allow everything to settle down, to slow down. Transitioning back to being supine. Relax the shoulders. Let your head be nice and heavy. Then bring the arms out. Walk your feet a little wider apart. Knees gently sway side to side again. pause with the legs over to one side. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Come back through center, over to the other side. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Come back through center. Extend the legs long. Reach the arms overhead. Stretch from fingers all the way down to toes. Give them a little wiggle around. And then reach a little further. Arms come out and down. Hug the knees in towards you. Give them a little squeeze as you rock side to side. Pause in center. Bring the feet back down. Right ankle comes and lands on the left leg. And either staying like this if this feels like enough of a stretch in the outer hip. If you want to come a little bit higher, you can either just let the leg hover in the air, but then they start to get a little tired. You can also place the foot on a block at whatever height if you want to stay in a medium position. Or you can hug your left leg in, either the thigh or the shin, getting a little more stretch. If at any point you start to have alarm bells going off in your right knee, if the right knee hurts, it's a good indication that the stretch is a little too deep for you and to back out a little bit. And then wherever you are, lengthen through the spine, relax the shoulders. You can soften that left ankle, let the foot just be floppy. Staying still or bring a little sway if you like. And coming back to center. Release the legs, extend them high to the sky, and give them a little shake out. Shake, 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 shake. Hug the knees in, bring the arms out wide into a T again, palms facing up this time, nestling the shoulders down the back. Let the legs fall over to the left, gently twisting. Either coming down to the floor with the legs or building the floor up to meet you with blankets or towels or blocks. Relax the right shoulder. And doing a little experiment, turning through the head, noticing where the head wants to land, where it feels best for the neck. And then softening into this twist. Where can you relax a little bit more? Where can you let go? Take 3 more breaths exactly as you are. And if you have your head turned, bring the head back to center. Inhale, knees back to center. And then place the feet back down on the ground. Sway the knees side to side. Pause and center. Left ankle comes and lands on the right leg. And either staying here, coming up halfway, putting the block under if you liked on that side, or hug the legs in. Finding whatever variation works for you today. Noticing any difference in the two sides. Does this side feel more open? Does it feel tighter? And again, if the knee has any pain, good indication to just back out a little bit. Do a bit of a gentler stretch. Relax the shoulders. Soften the right foot. Staying still or sway a bit side to side. Broad across the collarbones. Soften through the belly. And then gently unwind. Extend the legs long up to the ceiling again. Give them a little shake out. Shake, shake, shake. Bend the knees in towards you. Arms come out wide again, palms facing up. Knees fall over to the right this time, either to the floor or your blocks or blankets. You can hold that leg if it feels better. Soften the shoulders. And then again, letting the head turn, finding that nice resting spot for your neck. Where does it want to go? And starting to release here into the support beneath you. Can you just be in this shape? Let everything relax a little more. Take a couple more breaths exactly as you are. And this time the left arm comes over to the right as you roll onto your side. Using the strength of the arms to press yourself on up just for a moment. And then shifting into your final posture of Shavasana. So you can take this many different ways. You can be straight up on your back, legs extended long, arms by the sides. You can take any or all of your props that you have close by, making your own props be a little MacGyver-y if you need to. If you've been in this position for a while, or cleaning, scrubbing position, or slumped on a couch position, you might want to do a little bit more opening, heart opening, back bending. If that's the case, two choices here. That's how I feel, so I need a little more open. You can either do the favorite blanket roll long ways for the back. You can also do a bit of a lift wide ways. So I'm going to show you this one. And this would go right at the very bottom tips of the shoulder blades, so the actual shoulders are off. Arms can be wherever they land most comfortably. Head can be on another blanket or just on the floor. You can start with the knees bent or extend the legs long. And then noticing if you need to adjust once you extend the legs. Oh, that feels good. Making any further micro movements to get more comfy, cozy. Taking any layers you might want here to get extra comfortable. Finding your perfect little resting spot. Whatever way feels good for you. And always the option, if lying on the back isn't comfortable, you can do this on your side. You can rest on your belly. Just finding a position that allows you to settle in, to fully release. Giving yourself this time to rest, this time to recharge. Allowing the benefits of your practice to find their way inside. Eyes closing, settling in their sockets. Take a deep breath in. and sigh it out. And take another deep breath in and let it go. Relax, release. Feel your bones getting heavier and sinking into the floor. Muscles soften their grip on the bones. Skin softens its grip on the muscles. If you have the time to stay here longer, feel free to stay here as long as you want. Take a little nap on the floor if that feels good. If you need to keep going, if the river needs to keep flowing, just follow me. Taking a deeper breath in and sighing it out. If you have a blanket roll underneath you or a blanket folded up underneath you, bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor. And tipping a bit to one side so you can pull the blanket out and come down flat on the back again. Making any little movements that feel natural. And start with a wiggle of fingers and toes. Or circling wrists and ankles. Let the head gently flop side to side. And then turn on over to one side. And pause on your side here with the knees drawn in towards you. Taking a moment on your side in this transition. Noticing the feeling, the quality that's present now. And if there is a particular feeling or quality that you'd like the rest of your day to have, what if it was as easy as choosing it and keeping it with you? Starting to breathe it in so it fills all the cells in your body. And keeping it with you as you gently help yourself back on up. Eyes can stay closed or the gaze can just stay soft and fuzzy as you find a comfortable seat, allowing the attention to remain inside a little bit longer. As you find your seat, tune in. Notice any shifts or changes having gone through your practice. What does it feel like sitting here now? What are you sitting with? Bringing one hand to heart center, other hand rests on top of it. Bow the head towards hands and heart. Thank yourself for showing up, for playing yoga today, and giving yourself this gift of time on your mat. Inhale the head back up, and bowing to the wonder and wisdom within you. Namaste. Thank you all. Have a great rest of your day. I hope to see you soon. Bye.